Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we unpack complex ideas, aiming for those aha moments. Today, we're looking at a really profound paper. It offers, I think, a groundbreaking view on history, society, nature, and colonialism, specifically in Ireland.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff. And, to really get the insights from this paper, you almost have to start with the person behind it. We're talking about Dr. Eamonn Slater, an incredible mind. He actually just recently retired as a senior lecturer in sociology at Maynooth University.
Okay, Dr. Slater. So let's unpack that a bit. He's known as a real trailblazer, right? In ecological studies, sociology of modernity,
Yeah.
especially relating to Ireland. I know his name comes up a lot with Marx and Engels, particularly their writings on Ireland.
Exactly. And that's a key point. He didn't just, study these things. He was genuinely pioneering new academic paths. Like he developed an undergraduate course focused entirely on the Britain-Ireland colonial relationship.
Oh.
And his research, it wasn't just about people. It really uncovered how colonization, the exploitation of the soil itself, created ecological problems. Problems that, well, surprisingly echo issues we still see elsewhere today.
Right, and that connects to one of his biggest contributions, doesn't it? This idea of the metabolic rift.
Yeah.
He took Foster's concept and really applied it, kind of reconceptualized it for Ireland.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the metabolic rift, that rupture between society and nature cycles, often from how we produce things, taking resources, not giving back. Slater used that specific lens to show the deep physical impact colonial extraction had right there on Irish soil.
So literally changing the land itself through policy and economics.
Yes, exactly. Showing how policies stripped nutrients contributed to environmental decay. It's a really stark insight into colonialism's ecological and social costs.
It makes so much sense when you put it like that.
And he wanted people to understand this. He even started the website, irishmetabolicrifts.com, just to make these, fairly complex ideas more accessible.
That's fantastic. A great resource. It sounds like his whole approach was about bridging that gap, wasn't it, between natural science and social science?
Absolutely. It reflects this lifelong dedication, I think.
Yeah.
His master's course, the one on the dialectics of nature and society, that sums it up. He pushes us to see ecological problems not just as, well, ecological, but as deeply tied to history, to social forces. Look beyond the immediate stuff.
Yeah, consider those deeper historical dynamics. It makes you realize environmental issues are rarely just about the environment alone. So, thinking about all this, what's the takeaway for us? Dr. Slater's work, it gives us this incredibly valuable lens, doesn't it, for looking at historical and even current ecological challenges. It really highlights how interconnected everything is: society, environment, history.
Definitely. And if you think bigger picture, his careful analysis really pushes us towards critical thinking about how these past dynamics are still shaping things now. It's a reminder that history isn't just human events. It's also about this profound, sometimes broken relationship between us and the natural world.
Which is exactly why we felt we couldn't just give you this quick overview of Dr. Slater's amazing work, this introduction. It barely scratches the surface of the paper itself. So if you're curious, if you really want to dive much, much deeper into Marx's ideas about colonizing Irish soil, exploring things like the rackrenting system, how landlords pushed tenants and depleted the land, or the role of the cottiers, and the famine, not just as a human tragedy, but as an ecological crisis made worse by colonial practices, then we really encourage you, check out the full deep dive. It's 44 minutes long, and we explore every layer.
Yeah, it's a really compelling journey. You get to see how economic and social structures can literally change the ground under our feet. We promise it'll give you a much richer understanding of history, ecology, and, well, the enduring legacy of these colonial processes. It might just shift your perspective.